Neil, that is the most emotional I've ever seen you at the end of a victory. You went through the ringer, as did we watching it. It was incredible.
Yeah, just one of those matches where it must have been probably 10 times each player in that decider would have thought, oh, I'm going to win here. Just a seesaw battle, an absolute titanic struggle. Both of us just refusing to lose. And yeah, look, it wasn't the highest quality final from start to finish, maybe what people were expecting. But sometimes that brings out the best finals is when, it's so bad it's so good. You know, where we're missing pots that club players could pot. You know, I think that's what makes snooker so great is that there'll be people watching that, and then they'll be going to the snooker clubs, trying to replicate the shots that we miss and going, ha, see, I could pot that. You know, we're both fluking snookers, coming out of snookers against each other. He's put the yellow over the middle when he sort of mishit a safety shot. Yeah, that's just, you know, whoever lost would have been absolutely gutted, and I'm sure he is. But I mean, credit to Judd for what he said at the end there, to be as gracious as he was in defeat. That's something that he's really sort of carried on through ever since he's won the world title. He's really learned how to be a really good winner and also a very gracious loser as well.
The brown at the beginning of that clearance to force a decider, one of the bravest shots you've played in the context?
Yeah, you could definitely say the bravest. If I miss it, I lose. But if I pot it, I know I've got a great chance to clear up as well. And I mean, I actually knocked in a really good, I think it was like the third last, I knocked in a really good black actually I think it was, yeah. Later on in that break when I didn't play a very good positional shot. And then, yeah, I got a slightly heavy contact on the green. I didn't think it was going to reach the pocket, and then it just went in. And then, yeah, just like probably I'd say the best clearance of my career for sure.
How do you keep your emotions under control in a frame and in a situation like that? It must be impossible.
Yeah, you just try and tell yourself the positives. I think when I made the century, I think it was like the third of mine in the match to go past Hendry and
record,
Ronnie. Yeah, for the record. I was trying to tell myself, well, it's okay even if you lose, at least you've beat the record. You're just trying to like trick your mind into thinking just anything positive, you know. And we both played some unbelievable safety in the decider. He knocked in some incredible long balls as well. And then, yeah, I mean, I've almost made a match-winning break twice there where, you know, I've ploughed through the reds on 26 or whatever it was, and then I'm like a millimetre away from just being able to play the pink. I could not decide what to do. My head was just absolutely gone. I couldn't decide what to do. And then again, when I've played a really good shot off the yellow, I've cannoned the two reds, and I've left myself a horrible thin cut on the red, and I've rattled it. I thought it was in, and I'm thinking, oh, I've won, and then it's just stayed over the hole. And then the next minute, a couple of minutes later, he looks like clearing up, and then, you know, so I would have been absolutely devastated if I'd lost. I don't know how the next sort of few nights' sleep would have been.
You looked almost, when you potted the pink, you looked almost shell-shocked.
Yes, because he played an unbelievable green with his opposite hand and screwed up beautifully. I thought, well, if he's going to pot this with his opposite hand, he might underscrew it a lot, he might overscrew it a lot with the adrenaline, but he's played it absolutely perfect. And I think he said there that he preferred to stun the brown instead of screw back. I think where if it was early in the match, he would have screwed back off the brown. I guess with pressure, you maybe want to stun balls a bit more. And he's potted a great blue in the corner. And then I'm thinking actually that he's snookered himself on the black, but then he's got down and he can pot it. I'm thinking, oh no. Like, it was pretty straightforward to get onto the black. And then he's missed it, and I've come to the table. And as I'm coming to the table, I think I'm just having to play a safety shot because I didn't know if the pink went. And but when I looked at the pink, it's a shot that I've been knocking in all week, that type of shot to come twice across for the blue. And if I'd refused it, played safe, and if he had ended up winning on the way home, it would have haunted me for months, if not years, that, you know, regretting not going for the pink. And so I just went all out for the pink. Really great shot to avoid the in-off. And I've looked up at the scoreboard just to double check that was the ball I needed because, yeah, like I say, I don't think I could have played another shot. I was just gone, empty, just completely empty.
How close to the top of your achievements does this sit? Okay, logic would say it's the world title against Graham Dott in 2010, but this and the manner in which you've beaten one of the greats, this has got to be very, very close to being level with the world title, surely.
Yeah, like the world title's like a separate kind of achievement, I think. But this, like being able to win a match like that against a guy who, I mean, I know he lost that final against Kyron, but that's not, I don't class a best out of 5 as like a proper final, you know. So I'm the only player who's actually beaten him really in a proper final over the last like 3 or 4 years. And you know, to beat Judd, who you have to say is the best player in the world, like his consistency and record in finals has just been absolutely insane. Yeah, definitely, like it has to be up there with anything I've achieved in the game. Absolutely.
And to have 3 and to join the likes of Hendry and Ronnie and Ding as an overseas player, to lift this one 3 times, that in itself is an incredible achievement and a great story over 20 years coming from Australia.
Yeah, I mean, look, both myself and Ding, we were, you know, the game will remember us too as being the 2 overseas players that sort of broke the British dominance of the sport, because it was just the same kind of people from the same countries winning the tournaments. So, you know, you look at our combined tally of events that we've won, and it must be something like over 40 between us. So yeah, it's amazing. I'm very, very proud that I can sort of share that overseas success, I guess you could say, with Ding, and to see things progress with the young Chinese lads. Obviously, it's not the sport's not as big in Australia, but you know, hopefully, slowly but surely, we can start getting more players from outside of China that are overseas players as well coming through that can come to the Ding Junhui Academy in Sheffield. And you know, it's great that there's a base there, because that's something that I really missed out on. Where, you know, when I came over, I didn't have any kind of academy to play at. There was nothing like that. So yeah, I'm just really pleased that, you know, something's in place now that for overseas players that they can call home.
And just finally, you mentioned Australia. All the family, everybody who's in your support network, both here and over there, would have been watching, and a lovely tribute to your mentor, Peter Worth. And you've fulfilled a kind of internal promise to him by getting across the line here today. Yeah,
that's right. And you know, I think when I lost the English Open final, I was talking to Jimmy White and I said, I really wanted to win that for Peter, you know. And he goes, I know, mate, I know. Just, you know, win the next one. They lost the final, champions, and then, you know. So yeah, to be able to dedicate this one for him and his 2 sons, Steve and Robert as well, who I hung around a lot when he had the club in Melbourne. You know, so yeah, just, you know, everyone at home will be really proud of me. You know, can't wait to you know, to talk to everyone back home, because I'm certainly not going to be able to sleep for a few hours without a doubt. And yeah, I just can't wait to give my brother and my mum, dad a call, and yeah, stuff like that. Well done, Neil. It was unbelievably dramatic. We were living every ball. Enjoy the celebrations. Cheers.